Everybody, what is up? It is Balloon and I'm back with a video for you. Yeah, we're going to be getting into some beauty drama and stuff today while I paint my face. So sorry, yes, I do look a little bit crazy right now. A little bit insane with my one orange brow and one black and my wig cap on. But of course, I'm going to get into a look and you will see the look at the end of this video. So me and little baby Bramley here, we're here to get into some drama, some gossip, all that good stuff. So grab a snack and your fans, come and get a little bit shady with me, and yeah, let's go. Summer's over, so I'm getting into the pricked palette here with this orange, few shades from here. So I want to get into all this drama. Girl, there is so much. Somebody who I haven't talked about for a long time on my channel has resurfaced, and that person is Amanda Ensing. Now, Amanda Ensing, if you don't know, is a very conservative beauty influencer. She's extremely problematic. She did, in fact, lose a sponsorship with Sephora over her conservative views, because on January the 6th, when the insurrection happened with Donald Trump, she was very vocal on social media. She was posting a lot of things that were causing people concern. Things like saying, oh, I'm going to go and get my popcorn because this is going to be really good to watch. All this stuff that was going on at the time, something horrible was happening in politics. She's very problematic. So I was surprised to see her coming out with her own beauty brand. Let's get into this drama.
This is a collection of liquid lipsticks that celebrates the beauty of your voice.
Happy Freedom Patriots! Welcome back to my channel. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right on into this review. Hey, we are reviewing Amanda Ensing's Elevate Beauty. Elevate Beauty is the first product from Amanda Ensing's product line, a conservative, made in the USA, cruelty and paraben-free makeup line.
Okay, so I'm going ahead, finishing off this orange eye with a little bit of this Mitchell liner in the waterline. It's one of his All Smudge No Budge liners. This one is in the shade Legendary. So, yeah, there you have it. Amanda Ensing has come out with her own makeup brand called Elevate. Now, Elevate Beauty is supposed to be like a vegan, cruelty-free, clean ingredients beauty line, which is great. But she's come out with 4 liquid lipsticks on this first drop. She did say she's also going to be coming out with skincare. But she's come out with 4 liquid lipsticks at first. The names, girl. The names, wait till you see. She's been very shady.
I can't wait to share it. I can't wait to share it. I can't wait to share it.
The reason why any of this about Amanda Ensing coming out with a beauty line now is tea is because Gabriel Zamora decided to share all his thoughts on dear old Amanda coming out with these lipsticks and talking about his thoughts on politics in the beauty world. So it's kind of interesting. Gabriel is absolutely shading Esther, or Amanda as she's known. You know, he is absolutely being a shady little bee about her. But it was hilarious to watch. It was so funny.
Esther says the beauty industry has lost touch with reality. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Is there another drama? Like, and I'm not involved? And she says, when did makeup become political? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I feel like a very big moment that we as an entire beauty community really created a conversation that created a huge change within the last 5 to 10 years was shade range inclusivity. When we talk about the Tarte situation where they came out with a very poor shade range when it came to complexion products, it really set a precedent where we were, as a community, no longer allowing these large corporations and these large brands to come out with very uninclusive shade ranges when it came to complexion product. And it wasn't about canceling a brand. It wasn't about canceling these companies. It was about holding them accountable to their consumer. And if the brand doesn't want to change, the consumer is allowed to know that so that they can take their dollar somewhere else. That is how we as beauty consumers create change. Not only with our voice, but with our dollar. Another moment that to me was very political was the representation of men, LGBTQ people, and BIPOC people in all sorts of marketing, in all facets of marketing, when it is being sold to us.
So Gabriel isn't exactly lying about the whole representation thing in the beauty industry. You know, we see it a lot. But the reason why Gabriel was being shady, particularly to Esther, Amanda Ensing, the reason why he's being shady, particularly to her, is because of her campaign for this Elevate Beauty line. Girl, I went and looked at it. It's busted the house. I went and looked at it, and all it is 4 ladies who are supposed to be Amanda's subscribers, and 3 of them are white, and one of them is kind of, you know, I would say maybe mixed race, but like, that's it. They're all female, or all presenting female. You know, they're all mainly white. And I'm going to show you just what Gabriel's talking about.
I don't want to see 4 white women and 1 kind of tan, racially ambiguous woman. And that's it. That's the whole campaign. I don't see myself there.
I did the grey and black eyeshadow on this side, by the way, with the Star Wedding palette. So I just literally took a couple of colours from the bottom of this one. So just literally like these couple colours along the bottom here with some of the black. And this nice kind of gunmetal shade in the middle there. What's that called? Clinking glasses. So yeah, I've got a little bit of that on up there. And then for the liner, I used a little bit of this Suva Beauty for the orange on this side. So I am going to be putting like lashes on and everything as well. But now let's get into blush. Blush, I'm going to use this Peach Sugar, which is one of Mitchell's blush, liquid blushes. And yeah, I don't think that Gabriel Zamora is wrong when we talk about inclusivity in the beauty world, you know, wanting to see people like us in the campaigns. I don't think he's wrong. You know, me, I am obviously coming from the position of somebody who is white. So, you know, all my life I've grown up with white privilege, and I'm not, you know, ignorant to that in any way at all. But, you know, I am queer, I am non-binary, you know, I do identify like that. I mean, it's not obvious to look at me, but that's how I identify. And it does frustrate me when I see things like makeup brands using a lot of drag queens and stuff in their promo, but they never use like a drag king. Never. And drag kings use makeup, you know, they put makeup on every time they perform, but it's always a drag queen rather than a drag king. And that's something that's always bothered me with makeup campaigns. I'm literally just tapping in a little bit of this liquid blush highlighter from Made by Mitchell. This one is A Chance of Peach. And when I do this, I just do it with my fingers because I find then that, you know, applies it how I like it. I don't like doing these with a brush so much for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to add a little bit of this Frozen Peach from Jeffree Star on top as well. So one thing that Amanda Ensing was saying about her brand is that she doesn't want any of the names for her products to be sexualized in any way. So she's not choosing like any sexual names. Like if you look at someone like Jeffree Star, his brand's got some very sexual names, you know, or NARS. Like NARS have got all the orgasm palettes, for example. Then you've got Jeffree Star, who's got things like highlighters like these called Wet Dream and all that stuff. Well, Amanda doesn't like any of that, and that's fine, you know. You do you. She's complaining that the beauty industry is too sexualized. Fine, okay, you do you, boo. But I don't necessarily agree with her on that. You know, of course, everybody's tastes are different, but it's funny because just because she's not choosing like sexualized names for her products, it doesn't mean that they're any less controversial.
I name this color uncancelable because I refuse to bow to the mob. And when people came for me, the mob came for me, trying to cancel me for my voice, for my views, for being someone who thinks for herself and who goes against the grain, I'm like, you're not going to cancel me. The whole premise of cancel culture is tearing at the fabric of our society. It's raising people in a generation to think they have to self-censor, to be afraid to speak out. Even if they know the truth or if they have a different opinion, so many people are afraid to say anything because of cancel culture, which aims to destroy people's lives and their livelihood and shame them into silence. We are uncancelable. So I hope the shade is a reminder to be bold in your voice and to never be afraid to speak up.
And Gabriel Zamora didn't stop there. You know, he didn't leave it at that with Amanda. He carried on talking about inclusivity, which I think is a really important conversation to have right now, you know, because it does seem that the world is very divided between, you know, the leftists and the people on the right. It does seem that the world is very, very divided like that. And when we talk about the beauty industry, you know, a lot of us on the left, you know, who are maybe queer or whatever, you know, we do want to see ourselves represented in beauty campaigns. And we're not really seeing it, you know, all of the time. We're not, you know, it's not everybody has to have queer people in their campaigns, but, you know, for big global brands who, you know, a lot of people buy your makeup, a lot of different people buy your makeup, it would be a step in the right direction to start putting some more representation in your marketing campaigns, you know, in your promo, all of that. You know, it's rare even that we see like bigger people in beauty campaigns, you know, because people always have this kind of preconceived notion that bigger people are somehow unattractive. You know, society has drummed it into people that bigger people are not attractive. So people don't put bigger models in the beauty campaigns. You know, it's always like thin people. Like, what's up with that?
I don't see myself there, not only in my skin tone, but also in just me being a man, me being a queer man. Like, where's that? You know, not everybody has to have it, but like, damn, it would be nice out of the many campaigns that these makeup brands come out with on a regular basis throughout the year to see myself in it. There are gay men who wear makeup, as well as trans women, trans men, non-binary individuals, people who don't look perfect, people with texture, people of different skin tones, people with deeper complexions, people with vitiligo or rosacea or just even freckles. Like, no, like, why are we picking such perfect people all the time to sell these makeup products when we don't look like that? We're not going to look like that, and it's not going to look like that on us when we put it on it. And I think those loud conversations of inclusivity and representation in marketing really has changed, especially within the last 10 years. Like, we wanted inclusivity and diversity so much so that we wanted to see it in the marketing aspect, but we also wanted to see it within the corporations that we were also supporting. This was definitely led with the whole pull up or shut up campaign. I think it was definitely like trailblazed by Sharon from Uoma Beauty. Makeup brands were asked to share the demographic of their employees that work at their company so that we as consumers could see, are people like me within this company, and also what is their like level within this company, like are they higher up?
Okay, so that's pretty much the finished look. I'm all gothified, but yeah, I want to talk a little bit about this pull up or shut up campaign, because I remember when that happened on social media, and you know, Sharon C of Woma Beauty asked for that. I think also Jackie Aina was involved with that. I know that I didn't really see any kind of response from brands about, you know, how many POC were employed at their brands and at what level. I didn't really get any answers. I don't know about anyone else, but I definitely didn't see brands answering to that. I think I saw like one or two, maybe ABH responded to that, and I think there was like 2 or 3 other brands, but after that no more was said, which is really weird. You know, I think this conversation about representation within the beauty industry is important. I know there are bigger things going on in the world right now, but I do think it's important for people who are buying your products to be able to see themselves, you know, in your marketing and everything. On that note, I'm going to leave you with a clip of another beauty influencer speaking out about the Harry Potter x Colourpop collaboration. I made a whole video on this, and I've also talked about it in other videos. So I'm just going to pop this clip in here because I think it's important, you know, people coming out and saying, hey, yeah, we're not actually going to review this collection. We're not going to support it because we don't like what it stands for. You know, this is another beauty influencer, you know, saying that they're not going to be reviewing this Harry Potter collection because that girl Shay also said that she wouldn't be reviewing it. Now, this beauty influencer, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to bodge it, but her name's Angelica, and I can't pronounce her surname. I'm so sorry. I'm really awful at pronouncing that surname, so I'm just going to use her first name, Angelica. She's come out, made a video which went up yesterday where she was talking all about the Harry Potter collaboration with Colourpop, amongst other brands and other makeup. But she was talking about this. She shared her thoughts, and I'm so grateful because honestly, it's really nice and refreshing to see other people speaking up about this.
Colourpop is collabing with Hogwarts, with Harry Potter. I was initially very excited about this because I was like, I've never read the books. I've never read the books. It's not part of my childhood. I don't know, maybe I was too old. I don't know why, because I loved reading when I was younger, but for some reason I never read the books. I've never read the books. But I was excited because I thought that this was a collection that a lot of people were going to be excited about. And I knew that J.K. Rowling was not a very liked person. I know that she had been in some controversy, but I, myself, actually didn't know what it was about. I wasn't aware what kind of controversy it is. And I think the main reason for that is that I rarely read on news sites, and I also don't hang on Twitter too much because Twitter usually brings me down. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited, people are gonna love this. I bet a lot of people have been waiting for Colourpop to collab with Harry Potter because Colourpop usually collabs with every well-known franchise. They'll get to yours eventually as well. But then I saw a lot of people that I really trust, whose opinions I value, say stuff that made me think, I don't think I know the full extent of her drama. So I actually, literally, this is what I did. I went on Google and I Googled, such a dramatic thought. I Googled, why is J.K. Rowling problematic? And oh boy, the internet did not disappoint. I read a full amount of articles. If you Google this, you will find so many articles, some better than others, but it is not what I thought it was. What I found out is that the woman is trash and she needs to sit down and shut up. So I did not understand the full extent of why she was unliked, because she really did bring this on herself. And what this taught me, and also what I hope this can teach you, is that even if you don't know the full extent of a situation, you can always, it's never too late to read up and change your mind. Sometimes we don't know, and I didn't know, and now I do know. So I will not be supporting this collection. I don't know if they're sending it to me in PR. I will not be showcasing it. I will not be doing a video on it. I honestly am disappointed with Colourpop because I feel like they are pretty vocal when it comes to LGBTQI plus like things, and now it just feels a little bit like a facade. I know that I never speak about me and my sexuality on my channel because honestly, that's none of y'all's business. That's none of your business, but I do identify as bisexual, and that's not part of my channel is about. And I also realize, as being a bisexual cis woman married to a heterosexual cis man, I have privileges that others in the community does not. Because I know that there are situations where people ask me, and I can just ignore it because nobody expects anything from me. Which is horrible, but it's just the reality that we're living in. Because when I do talk about my sexuality, people will say, but you're married to a man. Like being bisexual means that I'm just secretly gay or that I'm hoping to be polyamorous. I don't know where people come from, but I would hate to hurt the community that in a way, I mean, I am a part of. So no, this isn't for me.
As I said, it's lovely to see somebody else actually putting their morals above the money for once. You know, too often beauty influencers will collaborate with brands who do unethical things. So it's really, really nice to see Angelica here actually sticking up for, you know, the trans community and saying, no, I'm not going to review this. You know, that really made my heart happy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Let me know what you think about all the topics in this video and the drama with Gabriel Zamora being shady to Esther, Amanda Ensing. You know, let me know all your thoughts, comments and opinions, and I will see you guys shortly on the next one. Take care. Bye.